Let's be real, finding a good open-world game on mobile is hard. Some look amazing, but then, boom, autoplay or boring quests, or just fake ads. But don't worry, I've tested a ton of open-world games on Android and iOS in 2025, and today I'm showing you the 10 best ones that are actually fun, open, and free to explore. No fake hype, just games that are worth your time. Let's get started. Number 10. Way of the Hunter really surprised me with how big and detailed the open world is. You've got wide landscapes to explore, vehicles to drive around, and a solid variety of animals to hunt. I personally enjoyed the gameplay, and the graphics are actually pretty good. Now, I gotta mention the downside. This game definitely needs more optimization. I experienced frame drops here and there, especially in bigger areas, or when driving around. It's not game-breaking, but it does pull you out of the experience sometimes. Still, if you're into hunting sims and want something with real depth and exploration, I think Way of the Hunter: Wild America is worth a shot. Number 9. Odin Valhalla Rising just dropped, and it looks amazing. The graphics are seriously next level for mobile, and the world is massive. I love how alive it feels right now, with tons of players running around, questing, exploring, and fighting. But let's be honest, it's not perfect. The combat isn't very fluid, and it's tab targeting, which won't be for everyone. And yep, it's another autoplay MMO, which kinda kills the immersion for me. Plus, once you hit level 4, the premium shop opens up, and let's just say, it feels like it's heading toward pay-to-win territory. I haven't reached endgame yet, but the signs are there. Still, if you're looking for a visually stunning MMO to dive into and don't mind autoplay or some monetization, Odin Valhalla Rising is worth checking out. Number 8. Erytros Lite really gave me Unturned vibes, and I mean that in a good way. It drops you into a big, blocky open world where you're constantly fighting against thirst, hunger, and enemies trying to end your run. I actually like the graphics. It's got that clean, blocky survival look that works, but let me tell you, this game is brutal. If you don't find a weapon early on, surviving becomes almost impossible. I'm not kidding, it gets real tough. So if you're into survival games that actually challenge you and don't hold your hand, Erytros Lite is definitely one to try. Number 7. Next Gen Truck Simulator is one of those games you can just relax with. There are tons of vehicles to drive, and a nice variety of jobs to do. Whether you're hauling cargo, doing missions, or just cruising around the open world, it all feels enjoyable. But to be fair, the graphics aren't exactly next gen despite the name. They look a bit old, but definitely not the worst I've seen. It still holds up and runs well, which matters more to me in these kinds of games. If you enjoy truck sims, or want a mobile game that lets you roam around and take your time, this one's worth checking out. Number 6. InOcean is Home Island Life Sim. You start off with this broken old truck, and your first goal is to fix it and get back on the road. From there, you start taking on cargo jobs, earn money, and slowly build your life. Better house, better vehicles, more freedom. I really like the graphics and the open world. The island feels alive, and it's fun just driving around and exploring between jobs. That said, the early game can feel a bit grindy. Getting started takes some patience, especially before you upgrade your truck or unlock more features. But if you're into slow-paced sims where you build your life step by step, this one is pretty rewarding. Number 5. Car Driving 2025 totally grabbed my attention just from the screenshots on the Play Store, and honestly, it didn't disappoint. The graphics are surprisingly good. Sharp reflections, detailed car models, and even the engine sounds feel solid. You also get an open world to drive around in, which adds some nice variety between the parking missions. To be honest, the open world does feel a bit empty. It's clear the main focus is on the parking missions, which are actually pretty fun and well designed. If you're looking for a full city driving experience, this might feel limited, but if you enjoy parking challenges with great visuals and smooth driving mechanics, this one's definitely worth checking out. Number 4. Cars LP blew me away for a game under 200 megabyte. Like, how does it pack this much into such a small size? You get a huge open world to explore, tons of different cars to drive, and even customization options to tweak your ride. I'm genuinely impressed. The game doesn't try to be hyper-realistic. It leans into that blocky style, but it actually looks good and runs super smooth, even on low-end phones. It's clean, fast, and doesn't take up a ton of space, which is a rare combo on mobile these days. If you're looking for a lightweight car game with tons of content and a chill open-world vibe, Cars LP is 100% worth a try. Number 3. As a massive Jurassic Park fan, Ark Ultimate Mobile Edition is just pure fun for me. There's nothing like running around a prehistoric world, fighting, taming, and feeding dinosaurs. It never gets old. This new Ultimate Edition really brings a ton of extra content, and the graphics are impressive for mobile. Only downside is, if you're on a low-end device, you might struggle a bit. This game is heavy, and it needs some real horsepower to run smoothly. But if your phone can handle it, you're in for a survival game that's epic in both scale and style. Number 2. MadOut 2 is hands down one of the best-looking open-world games on mobile. The graphics are crazy good. Big open world, tons of detailed cars, and just that chaotic fun you want from a sandbox-style game. What I love most is the flexibility. You can jump into multiplayer for wild, random fun or play offline in single-player when you just want to mess around solo. It feels like a mini GTA on your phone. But I wish the single-player mode had some kind of missions or story to follow. Right now it feels more like a playground than a full game. Still, it's definitely one of those games every mobile gamer should try at least once. Number 1. As a big Game of Thrones fan, I had to try Kingsroad the moment it dropped, and I gotta say, it actually does a lot of things right. The combat feels impactful, the open world is surprisingly detailed, and the single-player story? Way better than I expected for a mobile game. It really brings that Westeros vibe to life, and it's refreshing to see a mobile title focus on storytelling and world-building instead of just autoplay grind. Of course, it's not perfect. The game definitely needs better optimization, especially for mid- and low-end devices. It can lag or stutter at times, and I wish it had an offline mode for those moments when you don't have a connection. But if you've got a decent device and you love Game of Thrones, this one's absolutely worth checking out.
To arms! Torrent Square is under attack! All who can fight, hold them back at the gate!